Hey everybody, David Franzen here. It is Thursday, February 22nd, and I want to make a quick video today. I hope my camera is working okay. My computer is glitching a little bit today, so I'm just trying to get through this short couple minute video here. I just want to share with you today some regrets people have when they're dying. I read this in an email recently, and it kind of hit home with me and made me aware of some things. I had heard some of these things before, but when you hear things again and hear them re-emphasized, it really makes you take stock of your thoughts about the issue. So I just wanted to read these to you real quick if you haven't heard them or if you need to be reminded of them, and hopefully it'll encourage you to take some action to change some things that might currently be satisfying or unsatisfying in your life. And I'm just going to go ahead and read them. And if I have to put my glasses on midway through this, I apologize, but I don't have this memorized. But the first thing of the top 5 regrets, and this was recorded by a woman named Bonny Ware. Yes, her name was Bonny Ware. She was a nurse that she had the responsibility of caring for people, whether it was in hospice or somewhere like that, I'm not sure, but on the final 12 weeks of their lives, when they were close to dying, older people. And so she would spend like the last 12 weeks with them. And so she did a survey and she asked these people, what are your main regrets that you have as you know you're approaching the end of your life? And so she recorded these answers and she came up with the top 5. So I'm going to read what those are to you right now. And this was in a magazine called The Guardian magazine. So the number 5, this is in reverse order of wish that people had or regrets they had when they were dying. Number 5 was, I wish I had let myself be happier. So, you know, a lot of times we don't allow ourselves happiness because we think we need to reach goals or set standards for ourselves. And if we're not attaining certain things, we're not going to allow ourselves to be happy. So this was the number 5 regret people had. I wish I would have let myself be happier. Okay, so that was 5. Number 4, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. So if there's a friend you haven't stayed in touch with for a while, from years back or whenever the case may be, reach out, get in touch with them, or family members. Maybe you've had some ill feelings or some issues with family members, and maybe it's time now to let water go under the bridge and forgive these people. So that was number 4, is they wish they had stayed in touch with their friends. So if there's a friend you haven't stayed in touch with or a family member you maybe need to make amends or mend the fence with, now may be a good time to do that. Number 3, I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. That seems like a pretty common one to me. I know there's a lot of times in my life where I let things well up inside of me and I don't say anything, and then you know, later on when I don't have the opportunity anymore, I always regret that. So that was the number 3 wish of people that were dying, is that they had wished they had the courage to express their feelings. So if there's a feeling you have that you need to express to somebody, or you need to make somebody aware of how you feel about something and you think it might make things better in your relationship, now's the time to do it. Okay, number 2, I wish I had, wait, I have to put my glasses on, I'm not reading this very well. Okay, I'm sorry. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. So I know we all want to work to get ahead in our lives and to provide for our family, or we'll feel guilty if we don't work hard enough. But here it is as the number 2 regret people had when they're dying, is they wish they wouldn't have worked so hard. That doesn't mean they wish they wouldn't have worked at all. You got to provide for your family, you got to make a living and that sort of thing. But I think what these older folks when they're dying are trying to express here is that they wish they would have taken more time, as their number 5 regret was, to be happy. I wish they would have taken more time to enjoy life, to enjoy their life, because as we all know, and it's cliche, life is too short. So these people are saying they wouldn't have worked as hard and they would have really maybe sought to have more joy in their life, take the time to spend more time with their family and friends, and to go on adventures and to have joy and fulfillment in their lives and not work so much. So there it is. And the number 1 wish, and this is a good one, The number one regret people had when they were dying is, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. Let me read that again. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. That was the most common regret of all. So that's the top 5. If you didn't get it all the first time through, just replay this video again. I don't want to make this a long video today. I just read this email the other day, and these things kind of hit home with me and made me take stock of some things, and I wanted to share that with you. So don't wait. Don't wait till you're dying. I don't know how old you are, how young you are, or whatever the case may be, but I don't care if you're 70, you still may have another 15, 20 good years left. So stop living in regret and take stock of your life. Go over this list again of the top 5 regrets people had when they're dying, and start living your life the way you want to live it, on your terms, not other people's terms. You don't have to apologize to anybody. As long as you're not hurting other people, live life the way you want to live life, okay? And I wrote this down earlier. I wanted to express this. So most of these people had not honored even half of their dreams or their wishes. They had to die knowing it was either due to the choices they had or they had not made in their lives. So what about you? Are you still putting off things? Are you still putting off traveling when all you know is your passion is traveling? If you wanted to do that all your life, hell, I didn't even go on my first international trip till last year or 2 years ago when I was in my 50s already. And I'm like, wow, why didn't I do this earlier? This is so awesome, you know, traveling around the world. So I regret that I didn't do that when I was younger. But I've done it now, so I'm happy that I've started the traveling, you know, phase of my life. But there's even little things like, are you a good example to your children? Sometimes I realize I'm not a very good example to my children, and I'm going to admit that right here in front of everybody. Sometimes I get depressed. I suffer from depression, and I'm kind of, you know, surly and kind of in bad moods sometimes, and I reflect that. My children are a reflection of that. My youngest, who is 12 now, here lately, he's been acting up a little bit, and he's kind of got a kind of, not negative attitude, but kind of a just, he could get nasty sometimes. And so I'm like, why, you know, I'm good to this kid. I do things for my children. Why is he behaving this way? And then I realized one day, it's me. I'm the example for my children. And if they see me being unhappy, they're going to tend to be unhappy. And they're going to tend to sulk and be depressed. So I know I need to do a hell of a lot better job of being a positive influence on my children, because they watch you every second of the day that they're around you. They observe you. They see how you react to things. They see how you treat people. They see how you treat yourself. And if they see that you're not being happy, or you're not living life to the fullest, or you're not embracing life, or that you're living life with regrets, they at an early age are going to take on this sort of thing. And that's not good, you know, and I realize that now, and I need to do a lot better job with my children of being, you know, an example. You want your children to see you being happy. So do what you can. If this video does nothing more for you today than to help you find more happiness and more joy in your life, I hope that it will do that. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share today. I don't want to go on too long, but those are the top 5 regrets people had when they were dying. So replay the video, listen to them again, really think about them, and now's the time to make the changes. Okay, not 15 years from now, not 20 years from now, and certainly not on your deathbed when you're getting ready to kick the bucket. That's too late. It's too late. So make the changes now. Make the adjustments you need to make in your life now. Start living life on your terms, being true to yourself. Express your feelings to your loved ones. Express maybe even your feelings to your enemies. Make peace with them. Stop working so damn hard, okay? Spend some time enjoying your life and having some adventure in your life, and treat others well. but most importantly, treat yourself well. That's it. Thanks for watching. David Franzen. Have a good one.